What is going on, everyone? So today I've got a review on a new tool I just picked up, and it's the new Milwaukee M18 Inflator. And I wanted something like this for my truck, my camper, even to use on the motorcycle, where I don't have to pull out the air compressor line and go through all the trouble, or get the air tank that I have, because the air tank is pretty big too, pretty bulky. You gotta fill it up, and when you run out of air, you gotta go back, refill it. So, anyways, I wanted something a little bit more practical, a little bit better. So let's take a look at this new Milwaukee M18 air inflator. This is it when you pull it out of the box, what it looks like, and it's made really well. I'm starting to like this. I think this is made really good. It's a little heavier than I would have liked. It comes in around 9 pounds, and it's, I believe, 14 inches long. So it's a little bit longer than what I would have preferred, but that's why it's 150 psi. It does not come with a battery. It's the bare tool, and the model or part number is 2848-20. On the back side, it looks like it comes with your standard air hose. That's also a screw in. Looks like it comes with a couple of different chucks here. One for maybe filling up a basketball, maybe one for an air mattress, uh, and looks like maybe an additional screw in that's plastic. Now, this tool does not come with a battery, and I'm going to install the battery that I have, and we're going to test it out and see how well it works. I'm hoping that it lives up to the Milwaukee hype, because I have a lot of their tools, and overall, I think Milwaukee puts off a good product. I'm going to install the battery. It's the one I'm using right now is a 9 amp hour, and pretty much it's just going to slide right in. It has an LCD display. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. That's the power button. And the units, I'm going to give you different units. PSI is what it's on by default. So if you click the different units, if you hold it for a second or two, it changes the units. And let's put it back on PSI. Right here is to adjust up and down what you want. We're going to use PSI, so if you select it, by default it starts at 10 PSI, and then you can go by 1 increments. If you hold it for maybe 2 seconds, it will go by 5 increments, the PSI, so it allows it to go up pretty quick. The negative reduces it, and this is the manual that you can do, like a manual pump. So let's go back to 0, because what happens is if you press this while the PSI is already set, it will work toward the PSI and that you have displayed. And I'm just going to put it to 0 and press it just for a second so you can hear it. So that's the manual. Memory is pretty neat, because you're going to press the memory and it's on memory 1. If you press it again, it's going to go on memory 2, memory 3, memory 4. So you can go up to 4 different memories, and you select the PSI that you want. So let's say we're going to go to 10 PSI, and if you press and hold this, then it's going to remember that. You see it flashing, and once it stops flashing, that's in memory now. So if I press memory 2, still 0, Memory 3 still 0. Memory 4 still 0. Back to memory 1, it's at 10 psi. So that's nice if you have multiple different tires. All right. The decibel reading on it when it's active is 93 decibels. So it's not really that quiet, but it's tolerable. There's other air inflators out there quieter, but this one goes up to 150 psi. So it's really powerful, and I think that's why it's allowed, is the power it produces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take tire pressure, and I'm going to fill up the tire to 44 psi. We're going to see how long it takes. I also have my tire pressure gauge digital, and we're going to check for accuracy. And we're also going to test to see on the decibel meter being outside if it makes an impact or not. It is pretty cold outside. Temperature is 32 degrees right now, and there's snow on the ground. So we'll see what it looks like and how it responds to the cold weather. As you can see, there's definitely snow. Okay, so let's check the tire pressure. And tire pressure is about 20.5 psi. So just so it's 20.5 psi. And I'm gonna fill this up to 44 psi. These are my winter tires. These winter tires are by Firestone. They're pretty good. And this is on a Ram truck, a 2015 Ram truck. And the winter tires and rims I have are 265 70 with 17-inch rims. So these are my snow tires. All right, let's take the cord, and with this you have to screw it into it. You may see some snowflakes. Disregard the snowflakes. Okay, so it's attached. The battery on my M18 9 amp hour battery is full. Okay, there's 4 bars, so it's completely full. And let's put the PSI. So I'm going to turn this on, and currently it's reading 20 PSI. A little bit of air did come out when I was screwing it in, and my digital meter said that it's 20.5, and this is 20. But again, some of the air did escape. So let's go up to 44 psi. I'm going to press and hold it so it goes by 5 increments. Okay, there's 45 psi. Subtract 1. There's my 44, and let's turn this thing on and start the timer. Looks like the decibel reading is actually between 83, 84, so we'll say 83 is the decibels. It's a little bit quieter than originally I thought. So we are already at 28 psi. And one thing that's nice is when it reaches the psi, it does shut off and turns back on to adjust the PSI. It lets it sits for just a second or two, and it'll kick back on to readjust and inflate as accurate as possible.